Welcome back, dear children. Let us continue our chapter Lines and Angles. In our previous videos, we have completed 2 exercises. Today we are going to start our new exercise, exercise 4.3. But before we start the exercise, let us try to understand what do we mean by transversal. Okay, what is transversal, children? If a set of two parallel lines, we have two parallel lines, line L and line M. If a set of two parallel lines are crossed or cut by another line, then line N is said as a transversal. Line N is called as a transversal. Is that clear, children? At each of the parallel lines, there are two pairs of vertical angles. Now, these are the parallel lines, yes? Now, at each pair of parallel lines, we have two pairs of vertical angles, yes? These are vertical angles, and we have learned previously that vertical angles are equal and opposite to each other, okay? We have two pairs. Yes, children? This is, suppose I call it as A. This is one pair of vertical opposite angles, and this is second pair of vertically opposite angles. Similarly, we have on another set also. Let us call it as X, and this is Y. Okay, is that clear, children? So, when a transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines, we are having two pairs of vertical angles. Okay, and we know that they are congruent to each other. Yes, children, the angles have special names identifying their positions with respect to parallel lines and transversal. Now, these angles, they have their special names. We are going to name them depending on their positions. Okay, what are the names? They are corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, okay, are you getting it, children? And alternate exterior angles. When we just say the name, I'm sure you will be able to tell their positions. See, for example, let us draw once again a set of parallel lines, and the set of parallel lines being cut by transversal. Let us name it as L, M and N. Okay, these are lines, children. Now, based on their positions, we have different angles. You know what is interior and what is exterior? Interior means the angles that are inside the parallel lines, you know. Yes, these are interior angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are interior angles inside the lines. So angle 1, 2, 3, 4 are called as interior angles, and then we have exterior angles. Angle 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can see that there are 4 interior angles and 4 exterior angles. This we have understood. We have to understand what are corresponding angles, what are alternate interior angles, and what are alternate exterior angles. Now suppose we have a set of parallel lines being cut by a transversal. Okay. So these are called as corresponding angles. Here, angle X and this angle X. These are called as corresponding angles. We have another set of corresponding angles. What are they? The corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal, and if one angle is above the first line, the second angle will also be above the second line. Okay, are you getting it? Then we have another set of corresponding angles, that is angle Y and angle Y. Okay. Yes, children, we also have another set of corresponding angles which are, let us name them as Z. Okay, and one more set, that is W. Now, why have I written W at two places? We are talking about pair of angles. Yes, children? So now look here. We can say that these two angles, X and X, are corresponding angles. Yes, and they will be equal. When a transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines, this condition is always satisfied. The corresponding angles will be equal. And now let us understand what is alternate interior angle. Alternate interior, children. The name itself will tell us the positions. Alternate means what? Like this way. These are interior, yes, and they are alternate to each other. One is on the one side and the other angle is on the other side. This is alternate interior. Where is another set of alternate interior angles? It is this. Okay, so let us name it as angle 1 is alternate interior to angle 2, and similarly 3 and 4, angle 3 and 4 are alternate interior angles. Now can you tell me what will be the positions of alternate exterior angles? What will be the position of alternate exterior angles? See here, the name itself is telling alternate exterior angles. That means they will be outside the parallel lines, exterior. If you take this as one of the angle, then its alternate exterior will be on the other side of the transversal, outside. Yes, children? So this is one set of alternate exterior angles. Similarly, this is another set of alternate exterior angles. Is that clear, children? Have you understood corresponding angles, alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles? Now, when a transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines, then corresponding angles will be equal, alternate interior angles will be equal, and alternate exterior angles will be equal. There is also one more condition that says that the interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal, in this figure, okay, consider this figure, children. Now in this figure you tell me which are the angles that are lying on the same side of the transversal. If you see, this is, suppose this is the right side, which are the angles? 6, 2, 3 and 7. Now what are we saying? Interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal. Now what are the interior angles? Only 2 and 3 are interior angles. So one of the condition is that interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. That means when you add angle 2 plus angle 3, you will be getting 180 degrees. All these conditions you have to remember, children. All these conditions will help you in solving the exercise. Okay, angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180 degrees. They are also called as co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. Okay, the interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Is that clear, children? Okay, now let's start the exercise. Exercise 4.3, page number 94, the first sum. Okay, I am reading the question. All of you look into your textbooks, children. It is given that line L is parallel to M. To prove angle 1 is supplement to angle 8, write reasons for the following statements. Okay, they have given the figure. Please observe the figure, children. This is the figure given to us, and we have to show that angle 1 is supplement to angle 8. Angle 1 is supplement to angle 8. They have given us statements. We just have to give the reasons, children. Okay. So the first statement is, I am not drawing the figure for this sum, children. Please look into your textbook. They are saying L is parallel to M. The statement. This is the statement given to us. And we have to give reasons. Okay. What is the reason? If you don't give reason, if you just prove, you will not get full marks, children. You have to give the reason, then only we will give you marks. Now L is parallel to M. It is given in the question. The reason is, it is given. It is given in the question. Okay. Now what is the second statement? Angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Why are they saying that angle 1 is equals to angle 5? Please look into the figure. Angle 1 and angle 5. Yes, angle 1 and angle 5. Why are they equal? Tell me. First, in the question they said line L is parallel to line M. That means this is the transversal. When a pair of lines is cut by a transversal, corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal, and interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. These three conditions will be satisfied. So we can say that angle 1 is equals to angle 5 because they are corresponding angles. Okay? Because corresponding angles are equal. Okay? Yes, children? Now let us write the third statement. What is the third statement given to us? They said angle 5 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees. Now let us see the figure then. They are saying angle 5 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees. Why are they saying so? We have learned this in our previous exercise. They form a linear pair. Yes, this is a line L and these two angles are forming a linear pair. That means when you add them, the sum will be 180 degrees. What is the angle made by a line? The angle made by a line is 180 degrees. Therefore, 5 plus 8 is 180 degrees. So the reason is linear pair. Why are we saying that it is equals to 180 degrees? Because both of them form a linear pair. Now let us move to the fourth one. They are saying angle 1 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees. Now let us see the figure first. It's being said in the question that angle 1 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees. Now we have to tell why are they saying so. What is the reason? Okay. The reason is, children, look here. In the second step we said angle 1 is equals to angle 5 because they are corresponding angles. Yes. And in the next step we have proved that angle 5 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees because they form a linear pair. Now, because angle 1 is equals to angle 5, in place of angle 5, can I write it as angle 1? Yes. Angle 1 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees. Hence, this statement. This is the reason we have written this statement. Okay? Okay. Now, the last one, they have said that the fifth one, angle 1 is supplement to angle 8. That is just now we have proved. Okay? Is that clear, children?